I believe that every human being has two sides to his nature, the good and the evil.
When you think of split personalities, this 19th century tale is the first thing that comes to mind. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and in this installment of Mojo Notes, we'll be exploring 10 pieces of trivia about Robert Louis Stevenson's strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Number 10. About the author. Born in Edinburgh, Scotland in 1850, Robert Louis Stevenson was sick so often as a child, he was mostly tutored privately. He loved writing stories, so his father helped him publish his first as a teen. Stevenson later built his writing reputation with books like Treasure Island and Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Along with writing, he spent his last years involved in Samoan politics. Number 9. Influences and inspirations. Though his childhood illness followed him into adulthood, it didn't prevent Stevenson from writing his finest material. The author was said to have composed The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde novella while in bed in the early 1880s. His writing style incorporated elements of allegory, the Gothic novel, detective stories, and Victorian literature.
You an acquaintance of Jekyll?
Yes. Yes, of course, I'm a friend, an old friend. Now let me have the...
Where is Dr. Jekyll?
Oh, don't worry, he's alive.
What's the matter? Is he ill?
No, he's perfectly all right, I tell you.
Number 8. Settings and era. First published in 1886, the novella is set in late 19th century London, England. Known as the Victorian era, it was a time when people were expected to repress their true selves and feelings while conveying a more restrained and respectable exterior appearance. This made it the perfect setting and justification for Jekyll's use of Hyde to live out his darker urges.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my poor little innocent. It doesn't know what I'm talking about, eh?
Number 7. Plot.
When the evil predominates, it brings out the animal instinct in man, the desire to get what you want, even if you have to kill to get it.
Told in the third person by an anonymous narrator, the plot follows John Uterson's request to figure out what's going on between his friend Dr. Henry Jekyll and a seemingly evil man named Edward Hyde.
Nothing, sir?
After witnessing several of Hyde's crimes, Uterson attempts to confront Jekyll, but it's only upon Dr. Hasty Lanyon's death that Uterson realizes they must find out what is wrong with Jekyll.
I must be assured of Dr. Jekyll's safety. Where is he?
He's alive and safe. I'll take these to him.
I'll go with you.
The truth is finally revealed when he finds a deceased Hyde in Jekyll's clothing. Dr. Jekyll had been transforming into Hyde with a special potion, so they were, in fact, the same person. Number 6. Mr. Gabriel John Uterson. The novella's narrator focuses on Gabriel John Uterson, who is a London lawyer that represents Dr. Jekyll. Though he expresses few emotions, Uterson is a well-mannered and loyal gentleman who feels concern for his friends. This is what drives him to solve the mystery surrounding Jekyll and Hyde.
You're in the power of this monster that you've created.
I'll never take that drug again.
Yes. But you told me you became that monster tonight, not of your own accord.
Number 5. Dr. Henry Jekyll.
I want to be clean, not only in my conduct, but in my innermost thoughts and desires. There's only one way to do it.
How?
Separate the two natures in it.
Oh, that absurd theory of yours.
Henry Jekyll is a 50-year-old doctor who is outgoing and well-liked by his many friends.
I'm sorry, Lanyon. I'm afraid I must miss the dinner. I'll come afterwards for the dancing.
Why, what's keeping you?
I must operate on this patient at once.
Well, why not leave it to one of the house surgeons? They're quite competent.
Perhaps. But I prefer to do it myself.
But he often feels like an imposter because he's torn between his attempts to be good and his evil fantasies. This complex character tries to deal with the other side of his personality by creating a potion that lets him transform into someone else. Number 4. Mr. Edward Hyde.
If you could see me now, what would you think?
Edward Hyde represents the evil side of Jekyll's personality. Considered his alter ego, he's the person Jekyll transforms into after drinking a special serum. He's physically smaller and younger than Jekyll, and he awakens terror and disgust in others. His evil nature causes him to commit many crimes without feeling any guilt.
There, my sweet. There, my dove. There, my little bride.
Hyde's power over Jekyll becomes so strong that Jekyll ultimately resorts to killing himself and Hyde in the process. Number 3. Values and themes. The main theme of The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is the inner strength between good and evil, which was a big preoccupation during the Victorian era.
Gentlemen like me have to be very careful of what they do and say.
Other themes explored in the novella include friendship, repression, reputation, religion, and science. Number 2. Modern popularity. Because it touched upon so many of the Victorian era's concerns and issues, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde found popularity among bookworms and non-readers alike. It also sold tens of thousands of copies within half a year. The novella has since pervaded pop culture across the globe in multiple formats.
I beg your pardon. Have you seen a monster around here? No! Oh, I see. You can't talk with that heavy mask on. Well, here, I'll help you take it off. You see, we're looking for him for a purpose. Now, there's a reason for...
Number 1. Adaptations. The novella became so popular so quickly, it was already being performed on stage 1 year after its initial publication. While there have been plenty of stage and radio adaptations, as well as spoofs, parodies, and other pop culture appearances of Jekyll and Hyde, what's more impressive are its over 100 film renditions. Well-known versions include the 1920 silent film and the 1931 take that won Frederick Marsh an Oscar, as well as several television movies.
Realize that only by accepting me can you finally accept yourself.
Do you agree with our list? What are your favorite pieces of Jekyll and Hyde trivia?
Who'll be the first to sign?
Be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com for more entertaining top 10s.
If I can find some way to curb that instinct, to tame it so that it's always under control, then perhaps we can eliminate bloodshed.